The story of the third visitor to our solar system is one of the biggest mysteries of our time. It began quietly in the summer of 2025. A telescope in Chile called Atlas spotted a faint point of light moving in the dark sky. This was not just another rock. It was moving too fast to be from our sun. It was an interstellar object. The world soon learned its name. The scientists first called it A11PL3Z. It was a strange code for a strange object. Later, they gave it a formal name. They called it 3I Atlas. This name meant it was the third interstellar object we have ever seen. The first was Oumuamua. The second was Borisov. Now we have 3I Atlas. The excitement was huge. Everyone wanted to know what it was. Was it a rock? Was it a comet? Was it something else? The object was heading toward the sun. It was going to pass through the inner solar system. This gave us a chance to look at it closely. We missed the chance with Oumuamua. We were too slow. But for 3I Atlas, we were ready. The object made its way toward Mars first. This was a big moment. We have many spacecraft at Mars. We have rovers on the ground. We have orbiters in the sky. NASA and other space agencies turned their cameras toward the visitor. They wanted to see its shape. They wanted to see its surface. The date was October 2nd, 2025. The distance was 19 million miles. That sounds far, but in space, it is close. The Mars Reconnaissance orbiter took a picture. The expectations were high. People on the internet talked about alien ships. They talked about probes. They waited for a clear image of a metal hull or a strange shape. Then the image arrived. It was not a metal ship. It was a fuzzy white dot. The image showed a cloud of dust. This cloud is called a coma. It surrounds the center of a comet. The center is called the nucleus. We could not see the nucleus. It was hidden inside the dust. Some people were disappointed. They wanted a clear photo. But scientists were happy. The fuzzy dot told them a lot. It told them the object was active. It was melting. The heat from the sun was turning its ice into what? This gas was pushing dust out into space. This proved it was not a dry rock. It was a comet. It was made of ice and dust. Another spacecraft at Mars called MAVEN looked at the light. It used a special tool to break the light into colors. This is called a spectrum. The spectrum is like a fingerprint. It tells us what the object is made of. MAVEN saw signs of chemicals. It saw the same chemicals we see in comets from our own solar system. This was a big clue. It meant that other stars have comets just like ours. The building blocks of planets might be the same everywhere. The object continued its journey. It fell toward the sun. It moved faster and faster. It reached its top speed in late October. This was the most dangerous part of the trip. The sun is very hot. Its gravity is very strong. A weak comet can break apart. It can turn into a stream of dust. We waited to see if 3I Atlas would survive. On October 29th, 2025, it passed its closest point to the sun. It survived. It came out the other side. But it was changed. The heat had cooked it. The famous photographers Michael Yeager and Gerald Riemann pointed their telescopes at the dawn sky. They saw something amazing. The comet had grown tails. It had jets of gas shooting out. These jets were very important. They acted like rocket thrusters. When gas shoots out one way, the comet is pushed the other way. This changes its path. NASA watched this carefully. They saw the comet move slightly off its predicted track. This is normal for comets. It is called non-gravitational acceleration. But 3I Atlas had a lot of it. The jets were strong. They were blasting out in all directions. NASA held a big press meeting on November the 19th, 2025. They wanted to share the new photos. They wanted to end the rumors. A top official named Amit Kshatriya spoke to the world. He said the object is definitely a comet. He said it is not aliens. He said the jets are natural. He showed the photos from the Mars orbiters. He showed the data from the MAVEN spacecraft. He tried to calm everyone down. He explained that the fuzzy white dot is exactly what a comet looks like. He said the spectral data shows normal ice. There is no sign of technology. There are no radio signals with messages, There is only the hiss of melting ice. The simple truth is that nature is messy. Comets are messy. They are lumps of dirty ice that spin and spit gas. But the story does not end there. The object is now leaving us. It is on its way out. It is moving too fast to be caught. It will never come back. It will travel through the dark space between stars for millions of years. It might visit another star one day, but we will be long gone by then. We learned a lot from 3I Atlas. We learned where it came from. Scientists looked at its path. They ran the math backward in time. They went back 10 million years. They looked at the data from the Gaia Space Telescope. They wanted to find its home. This telescope maps the galaxy. The scientists found that 3I Atlas did not come from a specific nearby star. It has been wandering for a long time, but they found a clue about its neighborhood. The Milky Way galaxy has a thick part and a thin part. The thin part is like a flat pancake. The thick part is puffy. 3I Atlas came from the thin disk. This is where most stars are born. It suggests the comet was kicked out of a young solar system. It was likely thrown out by a giant planet. The object is now fading. It is getting farther away every second. It will pass closest to Earth on December the 19th, 2025. But do not get your hopes up. It will be very far away. It will be 168 million miles from us. You cannot see it with your eyes. You need a big telescope. It will be a faint speck in the morning sky. But we have one more pair of eyes watching it. The JUICE spacecraft is out there. It is on its way to Jupiter. It has powerful cameras. It is looking at 3I Atlas right now. It is watching the tail grow. It is watching the gas expand. The data from JUICE will come back later. It will tell us even more about this visitor. We are lucky to live in this time. We have seen 3 visitors from the stars. First was Oumuamua. It was a long, dark shape. It was quiet. Second was Borisov. It was a bright, fuzzy comet. It looked familiar. Now we have 3I Atlas. It is a mix of both. It has the mystery of the first one. It has the activity of the second one. The visit of 3I Atlas reminds us of our place in the universe. We are not alone in a small bubble. We are part of a big, busy galaxy. Rocks and ice are flying everywhere. Some of them cross the great distance between stars. They bring messages from other worlds. They tell us that ice is ice. They tell us that chemistry is universal. NASA says the case is closed. They say it is just a comet. But the data will be studied for years. Students will write papers about it. Astronomers will argue about the jets. They will argue about the path. The mystery will fade, but the wonder will remain. The sky is full of secrets. We build better machines to find them. We build bigger telescopes. We launch faster probes. We are getting better at spotting these visitors. 3I Atlas was the third. There will be a fourth. There will be a fifth. The galaxy is full of wandering stones. We are just starting to notice them. As 3I Atlas disappears into the dark, we say goodbye. We tracked it. We photographed it. We analyzed it. We gave it a name. It is now part of our history. It is a traveler that passed through our town. It did not stop. It did not speak. It just showed us its dust and moved on. That is the beauty of space. It is vast and ancient and full of passing strangers. The next time you look up at the night sky, think about 3I Atlas. Think about the cold, dark journey it is on. Think about the star it came from. We will never know that star, but we touched a piece of it with our eyes. We captured its light. We solved its puzzle, and that is enough for now.